Hello, everybody. My name is James. I am a video production specialist here at Videoguys. It is Wednesday, and we are live at 1 o'clock. We had some technical difficulties yesterday with our stream, so we wanted to just try again today. And so we are broadcasting to both YouTube and Facebook on Videoguys. As always, if you have any questions about anything that we talk about today, absolutely feel free to give us a call at 800-323-2325. Or feel free to comment down below whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We put together a bundle with the YoloBox Ultra and a SanDisk Creator Series 256 gigabyte card. And we talk about the YoloBoxes a lot on this show. And I wanted, since we put this bundle together, I wanted to kind of walk through what you can do with the storage and pairing it with a YoloBox Ultra. Now, before we get into our demo, I do want to just let everybody know that we have all of the YoloBoxes still available, everything from the YoloBox Mini to the YoloBox Pro to the YoloBox Ultra and the newest system, the YoloBox Extreme. If you need help finding out the right YoloBox for your workflow, give us a call and we can help find the right one for your workflow. So, like I said, we put together a bundle where we are bundling the YoloLiv YoloBox Ultra with a SanDisk Creator Series 256 gigabyte SD card. Now, quick overview of what the YoloBox is. It is a monitor, recorder, encoder, all in one. It is a portable system. It's a tablet. It's about 8 inches across, and it's designed to be able to, have all of your live streaming necessities on the go to be able to do your streams. There are 4 HDMI inputs on the YoloBox Ultra. There is 1 HDMI output. That 1 HDMI output can be either your master program feed or it can be your multi-view layout if you wanted to connect that to a larger monitor to be able to just have a bigger screen to see everything that's going on your YoloBox. It has 2 USB-A inputs and then it has 1 USB-C input. These can be used for external storage. These can be used for webcams. These can also be used for cellular data for modems if you wanted to go down that route. It has an 8-inch screen on it and it has the ability to do ISO recording. It has the ability to do program recording. It has the ability to do live replays, multicam replays. And also, this is the only YoloBox that can do either vertical streaming or horizontal streaming. So it's basically a YoloBox and an in-stream combined. It has a Gigabyte Ethernet port on it. It also is compatible with Wi-Fi. And again, you can use cellular data with either the 4G LTE SIM card slot or USB modems. One thing that I didn't mention in the inputs is that the YoloBox Ultra also has the ability to input up to 3 NDI HX sources connected to it after you purchase the one-time $99 license. So you can have the 4 HDMI inputs, up to 2 USB inputs, and up to 3 NDI inputs all connected to the YoloBox at the same time. Now, included in this bundle is also the 256 gigabyte SanDisk Creator Series SD card. Which I have right here. One of the cool things about these cards and all of the SanDisk Creator series is that they are this very distinct blue-ish color. And the way that SanDisk is basically talking about these cards they are specifically designed for creators such as yourself. A lot of the times you don't want to have to worry about, okay, is the read and the write speed going to be fast enough for my workflows? SanDisk is saying, if you see this blue color, whether it's their hard drives, their SD cards, their micro SD cards, basically it will work for your, your 1080 and 4K workflows without any hassle. This card specifically has 280 megabits per second of read and write speed sustained, which is more than enough to be able to record, again, a 4K workflow. And that's something else that the YoloBox Ultra does do. It can stream and record up to 4K 30. So again, as 4 HDMI inputs, you have ISO recording, which we're going to get to in a moment here. When compared, obviously, to the YoloBox Pro, it has a stronger GPU. It has the ability to use cellular bonding. Again, you can use USB modems in the USB slots, plus it has that 4G LTE SIM card slot. You can stream and record up to 4K 30. With the NDI HX license, you can input up to 3 NDI HX sources. It has a bigger battery than the YoloBox Pro, and you can stream and have the device on up to 6 hours, and then it has a bigger and brighter screen. Now we're talking about what you can do with the SanDisk Creator Series 256GB SD card with the YoloBox Ultra. And one of the things is you can record on the YoloBox Ultra. Now, there are a couple different ways that you can record on the YoloBox Ultra. And depending on what frame rate and resolution that you are recording at will determine how many sources you can record. At the most, you can record up to 4 HDMI inputs or NDI inputs if you have the NDI upgrade, and 1 program recording at 1080 30p. As you increase your frame rate or resolution, the number of sources that you can record is going to lower, all the way down to, if you want to record at full 4K 30, you can record up to 3 inputs total. So you can record 1 4K 30 input and 4 inputs total. 1 4K 30 input, and then the other 3 have to be at 1080 30. If you want to record 1 4K 30 input and have a 1080 60p recording, you can have up to 2. So you can have 1 4K 30 and 1 1080. But if you record everything at 1080 30, you can record up to 5 sources, including your program, and then a mix and match of either HDMI, NDI, USB inputs. Now, I will show you exactly how easy that is to set up on our YoloBox Ultra here. So what I want to first show off is, and again, I forgot to turn this camera on. As you can see, I have my 2 HDMI sources here, but if I wanted to add another source, especially the NDI source, I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to do that. So I'm going to click on the Add Video Source button, and I have already set up the NDI license on our YoloBox Ultra here. So I'm going to click on Add NDI Source, and what the YoloBox is doing now is scanning our network for all of our NDI sources. And currently we have a couple PTZ Optics cameras connected to our network. We have a KiloView N60. Our TriCaster is connected to our network, so you can see all of those screens as well. But what I want to do right now is I'm just going to add our top-down camera, and then I will add one more camera just so you can see, it is very easy to add these NDI sources and then mix and match them with your other HDMI or USB sources. Now that I have a bunch of different cameras connected to our YoloBox Ultra here, I'm going to slide on this bar on the bottom right here, and I'm going to go over to the Record tab. Now, as you can see, this is where you can choose what frame rate and resolution you want to record at. I have this set up at 1080p, 30 frames per second, and as you can see, I can record up to 5 inputs. I have my 4 cameras plus my program, and let's say I just want to record our top-down shot here and our main camera, HDMI camera, plus our program feed. I can also choose my frame rate, which I have it set to 30 FPS. You can choose your encode format, either H.264 or H.265. H.265 is going to compress that file even more, so you save space. One of the cool things is you can also set recording limits when you are doing your recording. So you can record 10, 20, 30, 60, or continuously. When you set it to continuously, basically the YoloBox will record all of those inputs until you run out of storage. So I'm just going to leave it at 10 minutes, just for the demo's sake. And here under storage settings, that's where you can choose where it's going to send that footage, where it's going to record to. In our case, we're recording to that SanDisk Creator Series. But again, you could record to an external hard drive if you had one connected to it. And this is where you would choose that. So now that I have my 3 sources selected, all I need to do in order to start recording is on the main program feed here, you can see in the top right, it says record. And I'm going to choose to start recording at 1080p, 30 frames per second, and it's going to record directly to our SD card. So now I'm going to hit start, and as you can see, that record light in the top right is blinking, which means it is recording right now. And if I hit the record again, it's going to ask me if I want to stop recording. I can say yes or done. And then after just a moment or so, it will write that footage to the SD card. And then you can take that SD card out, you can plug it into a computer, and you can access all of those files. Now, there are different things that you can do with these recordings. Let's say in a house of worship example, you know that your pastor is going to be making a long sermon and you want to make a highlight reel of that sermon. Well, you can record just the camera that is going to be pointed at the pastor, and then after the sermon ends, you can download that footage, put it onto a computer, and then you can edit that, shrink it down to a highlight reel of 1 to 2 minutes, put it on YouTube Shorts, put it on Facebook Shorts, wherever you want to put that footage, and you can do that. The other thing that you can do when you are recording your main master program is that's a backup. A lot of people will say, well, I'm streaming to Facebook or YouTube. I'll have my main master program there. Well, what happens if Facebook goes down for the day, or YouTube, or your house of worship is experiencing internet connection issues, and you're not able to get a smooth stream to Facebook or YouTube? Well, now you can have that entire service with all of your cuts and edits baked right into that SD card, and then you can post on Facebook and say, hey, we had a little bit of issue streaming to Facebook today. We're going to upload the entire service, and here it is. So you don't have to worry about that. So having that physical backup is always a good idea. The other thing that you can do with recording on the YoloBox Ultra is you can do multicam replays. Now, these are going to be especially important for if you're doing some kind of sporting event and you want to be able to replay that footage. And again, it's really easy to set up. You can choose between 1080 and 720p resolutions, and then you can choose the replay speed, and you can also add like an intro or an outro if you have a video added to it. So again, all I'm going to do is I'm going to slide on this bottom piece here. I'm going to choose the option to the left of the record button, and now you can see that I have my replay. You can choose what sources you want to be able to replay. Let's say in this example, I'm going to want to replay with Adam over there, and I'm going to turn on the replay. From here, you can choose your replay settings. You can choose your replay playback speed. It can be all the way from 0.25x all the way up to 2x speed. And then you can decide if you want to have audio included in that. You can choose your frame rate, your resolution, and all of that good stuff. So now that I have my replay selected, what it's going to do is I have it set to 10 seconds. So what it's going to do is as soon as I hit the replay button on our YoloBox here, it's going to say that the replay has been generated. And what it will do is it will then play back that last 10 seconds, or you can store it onto that SD card and play it whenever you want. And as you can see now, it is replaying at very slow speed, Adam waving at us with an instant replay. And all of this is capable by having a storage device connected to the YoloBox. And it's very easy to set up your recordings for your program and your ISO recording. And it's very easy to set up these instant replays as well. Now, what can you do in terms of uploading content from the SD card to the YoloBox? Well, there's tons of different things that you can do. You can add images, you can add graphics and overlays, you can add pre-canned videos, you can add PDFs, and you can add animated elements like GIFs. Now, I will show you how to upload all of these except for an animated GIF. I didn't find one to upload, but I'll show you how to upload an image. An image is very easy to upload as well. So again, if I want to go to add video source, I'm going to select images, and now I have my SD card connected to the YoloBox Ultra, and I have already uploaded some images. So let's say I want to upload this YoloBox Ultra stats page. Now that will show up as one of my sources on my YoloBox, and I can click on that and it will bring up that image full screen. Now, in terms of graphics and overlays, we'll go back over, we'll take Adam off the screen. We'll have myself on the screen here. Now, let's say I wanted to add some kind of graphic. Let's say I want to add our Videoguys logo to this frame here. So instead of adding it as a video source, I'm going to slide over to my Layers tab, and I'm going to hit the plus, the red plus on the bottom there. And then I'm going to simply choose Images. And as you can see, again, I have our SD card. I have some PNGs uploaded to it already. I'm going to click on Videoguys. And as you can see, it brings it up on the screen. Maybe I don't like that one because it's a little hard to read. Let's see if the white one looks better. Ah, that's much better. You can choose the scale, and then you can choose the position for that as well. So I want it in that bottom left there, and I select Done, and now that will show up in my Overlays tab. And if I click on that, it will fade onto the screen just like that. And you can do this with PNGs, you can do this with GIFs, any kind of source that you want connected on your YoloBox. All you have to do is upload it to the YoloBox, to the SD card, and then connect the SD card. In terms of videos, if you want to add a video, it's very easy. Again, you click on Add Video Source. I'm going to select Video. And as you can see, there's all of our recorded videos that we took just a few minutes ago. And I also had some videos that were some of our product spotlights uploaded to that SD card. And let's say I want to add this YoloBox, YoloDeck product spotlight. And now under video, you can see there it is. It's playing off of that SD card, and you can scrub through this. You can make it full screen. You can do whatever you want with this video. So if you have to play some commercials or something like that during your sporting event or whatever event you're doing, that's super easy to add video to your production. The last thing that I want to show you is how to upload a PDF. Let's say you're doing a presentation in some kind of corporate event and you want to upload your PDF. So again, I'm going to go to my Add Video Source. I'm going to select PDF. And what I happen to find here is I ended up just putting the YoloBox Ultra's product manual on here. One of the cool things is when you are uploading a PDF, as you can see, there's those little arrows on the screen now, and I can actually choose what page I want to be on in that PDF. So again, it's just uploading it, and then it's as if you're, let's say opening up a PowerPoint presentation, and now you can scroll through those at whatever pace you need, and then go, oh, I want to go back to this camera. Oh, they're talking about something that's on that slide again. I can switch to that. And you can even set up some multi-views as well. So very easy to set that up. And it's the same thing for the animated GIFs. You would just add it as a video source or as a graphical overlay. Let's say you want to have like a little animation of like a subscribe button. You can upload that to your overlays and then just have that appear on your screen as well. Now, we mentioned this at the top of the show that the YoloBox Ultra is basically like the YoloBox, and the InStream had a baby. And so the YoloBox Ultra can stream to your normal Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitch, any of those horizontal streaming video platforms. But then you also have the ability to stream to a vertical platform such as TikTok, or maybe YouTube Shorts or Facebook Shorts or Instagram. You can directly do that. And I'll show you really quickly how to do that on the YoloBox here as well. So I'm currently in monitor mode on our YoloBox here, and I'm going to exit monitor mode. And then now what you can see is you can choose either live streaming, which will be your horizontal framing, or you can choose vertical framing, and that's going to be for, again, TikTok, Instagram, any of your vertical video platforms. But we'll just stay in monitor mode to be able to show you what's going on in my little demo here. Again, you have tons of different inputs and outputs that you can record with the YoloBox Ultra. You have your 4 HDMI inputs that can all go up to 4K 30. You have your 2 USB-A inputs, 1 USB-C input. You can have local videos uploaded from an SD card right onto it. Same thing with images, PDFs. You can also use an RTMP as a source being sent to the YoloBox. Of course, that's going to have a little bit more delay, And again, with the one-time $99 license, you can have up to 3 NDI HX sources being connected to the YoloBox. And what you can actually do with that as well is have your master program feed be sent back onto your network, which is pretty cool. And then also you can have one SRT input ingested into the YoloBox Ultra, and that's going to have very low latency. And that's how they do a lot of like news presentations. They'll send an SRT feed to your production. Now we talked about also at the top of the show that we do have the entire range of YoloBoxes available, including the YoloBox Extreme. The YoloBox Extreme allows you to have 8 HDMI inputs. 5 of those are going to be 4K 60. The remaining 3 are going to be 1080 60. You have 2 HDMI outputs instead of 1. One of them can be your main master program. One of them can be a preview program, or it actually has the ability to change what the output's going to be. You have 2 USB-As, 1 USB-C for inputs. The second USB-C is going to be power, just like on the YoloBox Ultra. The YoloBox Extreme has an even bigger screen at 11.2 inches, and that is a 2.5K screen. One thing that separates the Ultra and the Extreme is that the Extreme can actually record all of its inputs and does have the director mode, but it does have the same Gigabit Ethernet, Wi-Fi, and 4G LTE compatibility. Now, I'm going to quickly just go through these to talk about some of the features that are available on the Extreme, and a lot of these are also available on the Ultra, including the overlays. Just like in that demo that I just showed you on the YoloBox Ultra and the YoloBox Extreme, you can upload overlays. Also, just like on the YoloBox Ultra, the YoloBox Extreme has the ability to multi-stream to 3 platforms at the same time for no extra cost. The YoloBox Extreme does have the ability to have that customized multi-view out. That's not available on the Ultra. You can just choose between preview and full program output. Both of them do have the ability to do 4K recording and streaming. The YoloBox Ultra can record and stream up to 4K 30. The YoloBox Extreme can record up to 4K 60. Both of them have the remote caller feature where you can send a link to an email link to a guest, have them join as if they were joining a Teams call or a Facebook call, and now all of a sudden you have their video feed as a source on your YoloBox. Both of them have the ability to use web URL overlays. We're big fans of Flowix here at Videoguys, and you can use those more advanced graphics with the YoloBox Ultra and the YoloBox Extreme. You can have video follow audio and vice versa, audio follow video, which just makes your switching a little bit smoother if you are using, onboard cameras. And then both of them also have the ability to do chroma key, which is great. Last thing that I want to talk about is the YoloBox Pro. This is still available as well. The YoloBox Pro has 3 HDMI inputs, 1 HDMI output. It has an 8-inch screen on it. The YoloBox Pro can only record the master program feed. And just like the other ones, it has Wi-Fi, Ethernet, 4G, LTE. It has a little bit smaller of a battery, so about 3 to 4 hours of continuous streaming from a single battery charge. The last thing that I want to talk about is the YoloLiv YoloDeck. This is the control panel, 15-button control panel that is available. This can be used with the YoloBox Pro, the YoloBox Ultra, and the YoloBox Extreme to simplify your workflow. We do have a product spotlight on all of these devices, so definitely make sure to check out our YouTube channel where you can find product spotlights on the YoloBox Pro, the YoloBox Ultra, the YoloBox Extreme, and the YoloDeck. The other thing that you can do is if you do have more questions specifically about how the YoloDeck interacts with the YoloBox Ultra or the YoloBox Extreme or the YoloBox Pro, feel free to give us a call, 800-323-2325, and we'll be more than happy to answer those questions. The last thing that I want to leave you with is just a quick overview chart of all of the YoloBoxes that are available. The YoloBox Mini, YoloBox Pro, YoloBox Ultra, and YoloBox Extreme. I'm going to ask Adam to bring this up full screen. Thank you. Now, we're not going to go through this whole chart, If you would like to, feel free to pause the video right now, look at these stats. And again, if you need help figuring out the right YoloBox for your workflow, absolutely feel free to give us a call at 800-323-2325, and we would be more than happy to figure out which one is right for you. Again, we have this bundle available for $13.98 for the YoloBox Ultra with the SanDisk Creator Series 256 gigabyte SD card. Thank you for tuning in today, and we will see you next Tuesday at 3 o'clock Eastern. So until then, we'll see you then.
Videoguys is available Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay connected with all of our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.